failing is an important part of success. You can't grab onto success if you're not willing to risk failure. So just like some of you, I spent the last 1 to 2 years thinking about starting a YouTube channel. But here's the thing, thinking about starting a channel and actually starting are two different things. So in this video, I'm going to be detailing out the exact steps that I took to finally getting my YouTube channel rolling. So if this is the year that you've decided to take your YouTube journey seriously, you definitely want to keep on watching. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Wendy. I am an entrepreneur. I have an e-commerce beauty brand that specializes in wigs, hair extensions, and other beauty products. I'm going to be leaving all of the links down below just in case you're interested. But let's get into this. There's so much opportunities that comes from being on YouTube in today's internet world. The content creator marketing industry is booming. And according to the Influencer Marketing Hub, this industry is valued at $16.4 billion. And they actually surveyed some people, 21% of their respondents earn at least 50K from YouTube, and about 1.4% of them earn over $1 million from YouTube. But listen, we're just getting started. So the money is a far reach. Money doesn't have to be your main motivation while starting out, because there's so many other opportunities that will come when you consistently put in the work. Because I've been looking at other YouTubers and I've been studying their journeys, and it's just inspiring to see how they've been able to grow brands, how they've been able to grow different businesses. So now we need to get into the strategies for creating content on YouTube. The first one we're going to talk about is research. That is the very first thing you need to be doing before starting a YouTube channel. The number one thing to ask yourself is, what is your intention from starting a YouTube channel? What do you intend to achieve with your channel? Do you want to build a business? Do you want to expand the reach of your business? Or do you want to start in the field of content creating to be an influencer? Or do you want to start in that field just to build passive income? Depending on what your reason for starting a YouTube channel is, then you will know how to create content pillars for that particular value. And you can actually do all of these things. You can build a business, you can try to be an influencer and also earn income. But I feel like when you're starting, you need to pick one of those to focus on. And then with time, you can build into other areas when you figure out like what's working for you, and if you need to create more content about your business, or you want to create more content about things that would get you more brand deals. So you need to be honest with yourself about why you want to get into content creation. And the second thing you need to ask yourself is, what are you actually good at? Like, what comes to you naturally? If you already have a business, then you already, it's a no-brainer for you to start creating content around your business. But if you're someone that just want to get into YouTube because you want to, start creating content about something you're passionate about, something you feel like you have a lot of knowledge in, you have to streamline what it is you're actually good at. And one good way to do that is by asking your friends. You can actually ask your friends and ask people close to you, like, hey, what do you think I'm good at? What do you think comes naturally to me? And when you ask some of them, you get to find out things about yourself, and you get to find out what they think about you in terms of what they think you're good at. And also, you know yourself, you know what you're good at, and you know the kind of content you can create. One thing I'll say about creating content is, in as much as people start YouTube channel to go viral, to make all this money and stuff, I feel like the main thing to focus on is starting a YouTube channel around something that will come to you like more naturally. If you're trying to force yourself to create content around something just because this industry is booming, just because this industry is, doing so well, or everybody seems to be making a lot of money in this industry, I just feel sometimes it might come off as inauthentic, because this is not true to who you are as a person. And there's an audience for everybody. Like, no matter what it is you're interested in, no matter what it is you really want to do, there's an audience for you. So if you're into knitting, if you're into crocheting, if you're into just natural hair, whatever it is you're into, makeup, whatever it is you're into, or if you're into IT, tech, whatever kind of content you want to share, I believe that there's an audience for you, and you need to be basing your content around where you think you can give the most value. You need to be careful of is don't get burnt out by information overload. Listen, this happened to me last year. Like, you're trying to start a channel and then you're Googling and checking all this information. What gadget should I get? What this should I use? What is it, Final Cut Pro? How much should I be spending to start a YouTube channel? And then you're reading blog upon blogs on how to start, and you're consuming all these videos that you are not actually doing anything. Because researching is one thing, but that is another type of procrastination where you're like, oh, I want to start a YouTube channel. I'm actually working on it. But you're spending 2 months doing your research when you can actually just start and learn as you go. Like, that to me, I feel like that's the best approach. Like, get the basics you need, do the basic research you can do, and then start creating your content. And as you go, you start tweaking your content based on feedback and based on just your own sixth sense, like what you think you should be focusing on the most. Knowing too much can actually paralyze you from taking action. And so does knowing too little. So you want to be in that sweet spot in the middle. The second thing we're actually going to go into is the actual process of creating your YouTube channel on the YouTube platform. So you want to be customizing your channel. That is the first thing you want to do. Ideally, you already have your YouTube name, or you're still trying to brainstorm your YouTube name. The thing to remember is that YouTube is a search engine. So while you're creating your channel, you need to have that in mind, that YouTube is an actual search engine just like Google. After creating a YouTube name, you need to create your YouTube channel description. So this is the part where you write about your YouTube channel, what your channel is going to be about, what you're going to be talking about, and you can also share your posting schedule, how often you're going to post, what to expect from you. But while you're doing this as well, you want to impute some keywords that will make you rank on YouTube so that people can search you and find you based on your description. So the next stage is to change your profile pics and upload your banner. So for creating banner, the very easy way to do that is going on Canva. Canva, guys, is a game changer. Like, Canva is where you can create free everything, free logo, just your banner, your thumbnail, those things you can create on Canva, and you can do it very nicely. Like, they have a lot of templates in there for you to choose and just customize based on the colors you've chosen for your brand. So another thing you need to do while creating your channel and customizing it is to change the settings to apply your watermark to your video. Let me do a quick touch up. Like, I am getting crazy up in here. So the next thing to consider while trying to strategize for your first YouTube video is filming. How are you going to get your actual footage? How are you going to record yourself? Because most of us just starting out, we don't have a team. I don't have someone to take my videos, I don't have someone to edit my videos, so it has to be DIY. And I know this is one part that a lot of people spend so much time researching. What camera should I use? What's the best camera to film with? What's the best lighting to film it? What's the best tripod to film it? And I'm like, to me, it's important to have good quality video, but I feel like the content itself is even more important, because some people starting out don't have the kind of income or resources to get the best camera and the best tripod. And sometimes YouTube is like a try and error thing. Most people just want to try it out and see if it's for them. So for me, I recommend the first few videos not to spend so much money buying all these gadgets. What if you are 5 videos down the line and you feel like this journey is not for you, you feel like YouTube is not for you, or you feel like you don't actually enjoy the process of creating content on YouTube, and you've bought all those gadgets? So I would recommend starting with your phone. But if you have the money to buy the fancy camera and the fancy tripod and the fancy everything, that is perfectly fine. Then you will start as a pro. But for me right now, I'm filming this video with my iPhone 11. And let me tell you the tips that I use to get the best quality out of my phone. So I'm using the back camera, and I am filming I'm filming this video with the back camera of my phone on a tripod just in front of me. And because I'm using the back camera, it's not easy to see yourself while you're recording. So what I do is I place a mirror. I place a little mirror in front of my phone as the viewfinder. So that way I can check once in a while to see, am I in shot? Am I out of shot? Am I in frame? you know, is my hair out of place? Is something out of place? I can see from the mirror in front of the phone. So that is basically how I record. And then I have the one thing that I will not compromise, and I feel like the one thing to invest in is good lighting and good sound. If you can get a good quality lighting from Amazon, they are very inexpensive. I can't remember how much I bought mine because I bought mine a long time ago. I actually take pictures of my products, and I take pictures of, you know, my hair, my wigs for my website. So I already have lighting. I didn't need to spend money buying lighting. I already have 2-box lightings. You need to also invest in your sound. So buying a mic, you can buy an inexpensive mic on Amazon. Any good quality mic will do for starters. And then with time, when you're becoming a pro in the biz, you can now invest your money to buy the best equipment. But I just feel like spending all those resources buying equipment that all those big YouTubers are using, to me, I can't justify it. I just can't. But if you look at most of these YouTubers, right, when they started, they didn't have all this equipment. But as you grow, that's the process of growing, because you're going to grow into this thing. You're going to be like, okay, I'm actually taking this seriously, and I feel like YouTube is for me. I feel like I want to be creating content on YouTube consistently, and I'm going to be killing it. Then I want to invest in the best quality video I can get. Then you can start buying fancy cameras and the things that you need to really up-level your video. And another tip that I will give you for filming your videos is filming in sections. So let's say you are filming a tutorial video. You don't want to film everything all in one take. To me, that is an editing nightmare. Like, I don't want to edit one long, you know, video of a tutorial, maybe like 10 steps, and I have one long video. What I would do, or what I'm doing, the strategy that I use in editing is filming in sections. So I would film my first section, I'll check it out. Oh, this looks good. I'll come back, film my second and third section. I'm like, oh, this looks good. I'll film my fourth section. That way, I've compartmentalized my different section, and that makes editing easier because I can actually edit in sections and I can merge it all together. That's just what works for me. That might not work for you, but I just decided to share because that just makes editing easier to me. And that brings me to my next one, which is editing. Editing. This is like, a lot of people dread editing. I actually enjoy editing. I don't know. I just feel like editing is fun. You can play with it. You can add things to it. Yes, it can be time consuming to edit, but there are lots of free tools to edit now. I know that Final Cut Pro is one of the good ones out there for editing, but again, as a new YouTuber, Final Cut Pro may be out of your budget. There are some free editing tools. You have Filmora, you have iMovie, you have Power Director. These are free tools that you can use to edit your video without paying a dime. I'm all about free things when I'm starting because I'm trying to make money. I'm not trying to spend all my money. So if I can do something for free and get the best results, sign me up. And that's what I'm about. While you're editing, of course, you need to have some good sound, especially if you're doing like tutorial videos. Like for me, because I'm into the beauty space, I'm going to be doing a lot of tutorials on hair and stuff. And some of those tutorials, I may not be having a sit down like this. Like I love sit downs, but for tutorial, you need great quality sound. Also with sound, you have some free resources when it comes to sound. The YouTube audio library has some really great options for sound. Epidemic Sound, although Epidemic Sound you need to pay for subscription, but it's not so bad. Matic is free. This is not sponsored. I'm just sharing what works for me. I'm trying to share to you guys to give you the best resources so you can have the best head start. So if you're enjoying this video so far, please give me a thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video, and support your girl. And you can also leave your links down below, and I'll be checking out all of your new YouTube channels, and I'm so excited for what 2023 has in stock for all of us. After going through the whole hurdle of, you know, researching your content, creating your content, filming, editing, now I've gotten to the part of actually uploading your content on the YouTube platform. So the one thing to remember is to include keywords in your title. Make it searchable. Like, especially when you're new, you don't want to use a title that is just very personalized to you with your name, and nobody really knows you. So nobody's going to search for your name and your surname, house, store, or something. You want to make it searchable. You want to actually think of what will someone come on YouTube to search for. You can take ideas from other creators in your niche. You can look at YouTube ideas. There are a lot of tools online too where you can find title ideas. So with your description, you want to write 1 or 2 sentences describing your video and describing what your video is about. Another tip is to include your channel description underneath your video description. Like that just helps to, show more people the aim of your channel and increase your likelihood of getting subscribers. With all said and done, what is holding you back? Creating a channel is not that hard. While it may take a lot of work, but you can actually find ways to make the process enjoyable and fun for you. So what is actually holding you back? I have seen, just from talking to friends that wanted to start a YouTube channel and from my own personal experiences, there are some reasons why a lot of people are hesitating to get started on YouTube. Number 1 is the fear of people's opinions and comments. Like just this fear that people are not going to like your channel, or people are going to have a lot to say about your channel, or just that fear of what people will say is holding a lot of people back. And I will tell you, most of the time it's in your head. And even if people want to say something, let them say what they want to say. It's your life. You being on YouTube now and actually growing on YouTube is something to be proud of. It's not something to be ashamed of. But do not be scared of people's opinion this year. If that is what is holding you back, you can even start your channel without telling anybody. You can start your channel without broadcasting to your family and friends. See how you go with it. Just keep it to yourself, and then maybe down the line you can share with them. It's your choice. But do not let what people will think of you or what people will say about you hold you back from going on this journey. The second one is the fear of like showing your face on camera. You're uncomfortable with showing your face on camera. I understand. Not everybody likes to see their face on camera. Not everybody likes to watch their face on camera. And it can be uncomfortable to put yourself on camera. But there are lots of YouTube channels where the creators don't actually show their faces. And there are lots of successful YouTube channels where the creators don't show their faces. Although it's easier to create connection with your audience, to build that connection with like your people following you when you show your face, but you don't have to. If you can just do the voiceover and film the video without actually showing your face. Another thing is performance anxiety, like exposing yourself to the world on YouTube and like feeling like everybody's watching you can be really daunting, and I totally understand. But you need to realize that even though it's intimidating at first, I believe that the more you create content, the more you create videos, you'll get more comfortable with it. And then even if it doesn't go the way you planned it out, just know that failing is an important part of success. You can't grab onto success if you're not willing to risk failure. A lot of people that are successful today were willing to risk looking stupid. We're willing to risk just not feeling their best. We're willing to risk putting their face out there, being subject to people's comments and opinions. And when they began winning, that is the reward for taking that risk. So I really hope that this 2023 is your year to take that risk. If you've made it to this point of the video, I am so excited. Like, look at me doing my happy dance. We're actually buddies now. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Remember to put yourself out there. Remember to go after your dreams this year, and let us do it together. Leave a comment just telling me what you intend to achieve with your YouTube channel this year. When do you want to start? Let me know. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.